This window previously was a split sliding window, and the frame was cracked. You couldn't slide the window. During the winter, that meant there was a huge air gap. The CORE funding allows us to replace the whole window unit. I think the unique thing with CORE is that their mission impacts the whole area. Making improvements to individuals' homes and businesses creates a positive outcome for everyone, and there are grant and rebate opportunities for everyone within their scope as well.
So CORE, the Community Office for Resource Efficiency, has been in the Roaring Fork Valley for almost 30 years. Next year we'll celebrate our 30-year anniversary. And we work towards energy savings, energy efficiency, and electrification in the valley. And so the built environment contributes nearly 60% of greenhouse gas emissions in the Roaring Fork Valley, and we want to slash that. We started tracking our greenhouse gas emission reduction starting in 2012, and since the time we've started tracking and what we've been able to capture, we've reduced greenhouse gas emissions about 36,000 metric tons of carbon dioxide.
Our region has the largest affordable housing program in the country per capita. Keeping our workforce local is a priority, and so our multifamily buildings are without question our most valuable assets. Unfortunately, many of our older developments are still equipped with outdated heating technology. They use fossil fuels and could be more energy efficient.
I had reached out to CORE to see about rebates to initially improve our lighting and outlets and electrical stuff. And so CORE gave me information and advice about getting those rebates, but then I also was kind of stair-stepped into the program they did with APSHA homeowners to provide up to $10,000 of funding for other projects. So that's what kind of opened the door to our induction range and the window projects. I think especially for owners like us in affordable housing, the main hurdle is you've bought your place at a subsidized rate, but the improvements you make to it and all the other services associated with owning are at a market rate, and in a valley and location like this, that's very expensive. The total cost was about $13,000. So CORE put together a grant program that paid for 3/4 of that cost and really helped us out. It was amazing.
We work anywhere from a private homeowner like Stephen and his family, all the way up to a business and a large building like the W in Aspen.
So one of the projects that we worked with most recently that has been incredibly impactful was the 5 megawatt solar array in Pitkin County. So a 5 megawatt solar array sounds small, but it is truly utility scale. It takes up about 35 acres, almost 14,000 solar panels, and it provides enough energy to support 900 to 1,000 residences in a year. It takes a village to raise a solar array, right? Like it took a lot of people, a lot of time and effort and education to those that were going to be impacted to make them understand why this was so important. And CORE was so instrumental in helping us bring the community together. They made a huge difference in the project.
I think that's really an important thing to remember, is that CORE isn't like this group coming in from Denver or Washington. They're local, they know the community, they know what works, and they want to work towards local solutions.
An energy assessment is about $100, which is subsidized, and then from there we make recommendations on how you can implement those projects, and that advising is completely free. 40% of CORE's funding is allocated to community priority participants in the valley. Those are local folks who are our emergency responders, our teachers, our local workforce, government workers, nonprofit workers, government organizations and nonprofit organizations. And we provide extra funding and support to those folks.
We recognize the important role that local nonprofits play in connecting communities. CORE, the Community Office for Resource Efficiency, works with 3 of our local municipalities and 2 of our 3 counties to align strategies, respond to local climate concerns, and meet state regulations. And we understand there's a lot of work to be done, and we're up to the task.
We're making an impact every day, and we're connecting with our community to make a collective impact so we can all continue to work towards combating the climate crisis.